Hi everyone, I'm Kathy Dawson, and welcome to Can You Relate, Cleveland's relationship show. If you've been tuning in, you know that this show is for you. Whether you have a relationship with your mate, with your kids, with your in-laws, with your co-workers, with your friends, I could go on and on, with your pets, this show is about you. I recommend that you keep pen and paper nearby because many times we give you resources like books and websites, so make sure you have that by your side. Now, in today's show, later on, we're going to be talking about you and your relationship with your home. Now, I'm going to get a little woo-woo on you. Your home has energy, and what you do in it, how you place your furniture, the colors you put in it, affects the energy. But first, we're going to talk about our relationship as a city to our football team. I have some pretty interesting people on the couch, so let's get started. This weekend is Super Bowl Sunday. And once again, we in Cleveland are going to be watching two teams, not our own, play in this big game. This is our Relationship Roundup segment, and I am so thrilled to have these three people here. They're all Browns fans, and I will announce them to you. This is Dan Coughlin. You're a veteran sports writer, and you are the author of the book, Crazy with the Papers to Prove It. It's all two of your books are, we have three books here, right? Yeah, thank you. All three books are by Gray & Company. Deborah Harwood, you're here because you're a huge fan, and you're in Terry Pluto's book.
That's
and we'll
correct.
be getting a quote from that book later. And Peter Chikarin, you're here because you wrote a book, and it's called The Browns Fans Tailgating Guide. So thank you for being here. Now, here's the question. I'm a relationship coach. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, coach.
Right.
Whatever you say. We'll go for the wall.
Go team.
Right. I think we have a dysfunctional relationship with our football team. I mean, for years we keep saying they're going to do it, but we have trust issues, don't you think? I mean, what do you think about that?
Well, I'm old. I will never see this team in the Super Bowl.
Really?
You may, but dysfunctional.
Why do we keep going
Cleveland
back?
football fans are suckers. We've been swindled. Everybody should write a letter to the Better Business Bureau.
Right. I knew there was dysfunction in here somewhere. What do you think? Now, you may not agree because you just love them no matter what.
I do love them no matter what, but I think it is like a dysfunctional family relationship where you know they do dumb things and you know they sometimes make some bad decisions, but at the end of the day, you want to be there when they win the lottery.
Right.
And you don't want to be on the outside when they finally get there. And I think in my lifetime, I'm kind of counting on them being there.
So there's a forgiveness piece here. How about you, Peter? What do you think?
I don't know. I think that the fans, they've seen the team at its best and its worst, and I think that the fans collectively put the word fun in dysfunctional. So to me, I think that, we have seen a lot of things that would cause us not to trust believing that they're going to win everything, but I think that we carry on anyway because we love the team and we love the city.
Right. And now, Deborah.
We worked hard to get them back.
Yes, we did.
Yes, we did.
Absolutely.
The spin master worked hard. Are you kidding me? We paid through the nose. We were swindled by the National Football League. We gave them a $500 million stadium, and what have they given us? They've given us junk for 11 years. I'm mad, and I'm not forgiving anybody for that.
And I have an open session for you this afternoon, if you'd like. Now, Deborah, you had one player that you really liked, Brian Sipe, and I remember Brian. I think a lot of women like Brian. You have a quote in Terry Pluto's book about that. Do you remember what it is?
I do. I said there was, words to this effect, there was no better person in orange pants than Brian Sipe. And the guy that I was dating at the time bought me my own pair of binoculars because every time I used his, they came back all steamed up. And,
Love it.
Obviously.
Love it.
Obviously, I liked him because he was a normal, regular kind of guy. He didn't come in as a superstar as we often see now. Of course, the Cardiac Kids. We went to games then with those Cardiac Kids. You always thought, whether you're at the game, watching it at home, that he was going to bring you a win, and they were going to win at the end. And oftentimes they did. A lot of times they did, and those games were fun. And Brian Sipe was there leading that group.
And do you think we're still hoping for that? I mean, when we had Brian Kosar and, do you think we're still, every season, like we're going to get another Cardiac Kid thing?
Every season, we're one draft away from that great team again, some of us think.
Well, yeah, but it's got to be a smart draft.
Hope springs eternal, though. I mean, that's the thing. I mean, that's why everybody gets excited about the team.
Right.
Once, preseason starts, it's, summer's winding down and people are starting to get excited about football. Hope springs eternal. People expect to see the best. You're starting from square one, which I think, everybody in a relationship, you get that excitement,
It's the beginning stage,
the
right.
beginning stage, it's like the honeymoon period, in a relationship. And so everybody has that excitement that, they can't wait to see their soulmate. In this case, it's the Browns.
And so when does it tank? About when does it tank? Seriously, in the season? Is it different for everybody, or is it we all collective tank, like, oh, here we go? I don't know.
To me, it seems like it happens relatively quickly, but I think with each passing year, we've noticed that there's been a little bit more staying power. There's
Really?
1 or 2 more weeks we're willing to hang on. And I
Okay.
think the thing we've seen in the last couple of years, even though our coach isn't with us anymore, our former coach, Eric Mangini, is no longer with us, we have
Right.
seen that people are willing to look at progress in and of itself, and maybe that's a sign of desperation in terms of fans, that they're willing to clutch on to whatever they can.
Well,
But-
our fans are the best. There's no question to it. And if you are a Cleveland Browns fan, you're going to want to get one of these 3 books. And we're actually giving away 2 bundles. Each bundle has all 3 books. These books are published by Gray & Company, and you can learn more about them by going to their website at grayco.com or call them at 1-800-708-2819. Now, Peter, we're all going to stick around because you're going to cook for us a recipe from your book, from
I
your
am.
tailgating book. So you're going to want to see this. Stay tuned.
Up next, we'll help you get souped up for the Super Bowl with winning recipes for the big game. And later in the show, can you hear me now? We'll help you tune in to what your partner is telling you.